So what happens when one of the most likable actors in all of Hollywood takes on a biopic of the kindest person to ever walk the planet?
That's a really good question, Carrie. You're really good at asking questions. How does asking questions make you feel, Carrie?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they make me feel... Wait a minute. I know what you're doing here. And I don't know if I like it. Are you trying to make fun of somebody very sacred to me in my heart?
It's okay to have feelings, Carrie. We all have feelings.
So
Happy,
weird.
sad, all
so
sorts
weird.
of feelings.
It's too weird. So find out this episode of Alternate Ending when we review A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
That sounds like a wonderful motion picture.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
Welcome to Alternating. We're discovering good movies, one bad movie at a time. I'm film school dropout Robert Jarasinski.
And I'm the casual moviegoer, Carrie Jarasinski.
And while we have different backgrounds and perspectives on movies, our goal is always the same: to help you navigate the cinema world to determine if you should spend big bucks on a flick rushing to theaters, wait for it to come out on streaming, or skip it altogether. This week, we're taking a look at A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. If you've had a chance to see it, make sure to leave your thoughts on the movie in the comments below, and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date for all of our videos.
A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood centers around a cynical, award-winning journalist, Lloyd Vogel, played by Matthew Rhys, who we find out early on has some anger management issues, and they're impacting his relationships with his family and his work. And when his boss puts him on an assignment to interview Fred Rogers, he begrudgingly accepts, and this then becomes the story of their friendship.
The film is based on the 1998 Esquire article, Can You Say Hero? By Tom Junod, whose name was changed to Lloyd Vogel for the movie. It's directed by Mariel Heller, who only has two other films under her belt in 2018's Can You Ever Forgive Me and 2015's The Diary of a Teenage Girl. The script had been around since 2013, but likely got more interest following the acclaim and box office success of the 2018 documentary, Won't You Be My Neighbor? Care, what did you think of A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood?
Well, I've come prepared, and I want to warn you in advance that I am not a pretty crier, so just prepare yourself. But candidly, I went in really needing this movie to be special. I feel like the world is so heavy right now, and sometimes it feels like the silver lining and the good feelings in the world are just sort of buried under this barrage of sad news. The highlights. How much time do I have?
Not a lot of time.
Okay. The big question mark for me was, will Tom Hanks be able to even come close to capturing the genuine spirit of Fred Rogers? And honestly, I actually think he really meets the mark. And then the script and the storytelling, I thought maybe they're going to just reboot a few of his old episodes, which I actually would have been fine with, but instead it really creatively weaves in a true story which perfectly captures the impact that Fred Rogers is able to have on somebody's life. And the lowlights. I mean, there aren't really lowlights, but I did have a little trouble in the first 15 minutes settling into Tom Hanks' sort of Mr. Rogers impersonation. He has this sort of Forrest Gump thing happening, which it's not offensive or anything by any means, but it just took me a little bit of time to settle into it. I can't believe I haven't already started crying, but it's exactly the reminder that we all need. We all have kindness and compassion and love wired in us, but it takes work and practice and failing and persevering in spite of those flaws to make the world better. So here's my recommendation for you. Come prepared. Come prepared too. Be prepared to laugh and probably cry and to walk out with a renewed sense of the goodness in humanity and yourself that only Fred Rogers can provide. I gave A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood 5 stars, and it deserves every single one of them. So Rob, if you say anything tarnishing, I'm going to be upset. So there, I'll leave it. What did you think?
Well, I'm not quite as high as you are, Care, but I'll be honest, I was a cold-hearted skeptic going into this movie. I didn't watch Mr. Rogers growing up, and I found the documentary to be pretty bland. It's not a knock on Mr. Rogers, who is just an amazing human being. I just couldn't picture a movie that wouldn't come out cheesy. So highlights for me were the script. I went in thinking this movie would be a more traditional biopic of Mr. Rogers, and it is not. The script does a great job adapting the 1998 Esquire article and adding in some fun elements that tie the movie together. Second, the story. Much like when Mr. Rogers took on Washington, this true story only continues to add to his legend. Lowlights for me were, well, kind of like you, Care. I couldn't really find anything truly to harp on. It is pretty much a perfect movie for what it is. If I did have to be picky, just like you, Care, I would say the first 15 minutes were hard for me to get on board with Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers, but after that, I settled right in. In the end, while I didn't need any of Carrie's tissues during the film, I was touched by this movie. I give A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood 4 stars. While there isn't anything cinematic you'd be missing by catching this on streaming, seeing this sooner rather than later and with a group will warm your heart.
Well, we love hearing from everyone, so share your thoughts on the movie in the comments below. We have other videos like this one that we'd love for you to check out, so subscribe to our channel for all the latest updates.
If you want more details about all the stuff we're up to, including weekly movie giveaways, head to our website, alternateending.com. We'll catch you next time.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please?